your porter or your cabin, your person that takes care of your cabin. It covers your waiters and your maitre d's at your dining. It covers, just all the tips for everybody. So, but then they ask you to pay more. Now, there's a whole debate going on concerning them making you prepay it, but they don't really make you prepay it. What a lot of people don't know, or a lot of people that they're catching on to now, is that you can go to customer services and tell them to take that off your bill. Not that you don't want to tip the people on board, but and this I'm going to do this in another video. I prefer to do it in cash for a few reasons. Number one, it'll go directly to the person that I want it to get to, without them having to worry about deductions from it. Number two, if I had a terrible waiter or whatever, I may not want to tip him as much as I tipped my cabin person who serviced my cabin. So I'll talk about that in another video. But you can have those. They do add those on later. You can have those taken off and tell them that you're going to pay in cash, or don't tell them anything. It's not their business. So anyway. So what do you get? What's included in your cruise fare? Okay, so you get a cabin, of course. Now your price that you paid is based on what kind of cabin you want. Inside, one with a window, a balcony, a whole suite. So you get your cabin. You get a choice of buffet or main dining, or both. I mean, you can go to the buffet and main dining. You can eat as much as you want, as many times as you want during the times where the buffet or the main dining is open. So you get pizza. The pizza is usually open late hours, like after you done hung out. It's 2 or 3 in the morning. You hungry? You can go down there and stand in that long line to get that pizza. Sometimes it's a long line. Sometimes it's not. It moves pretty quickly though. Or you can get it in room service, and I'll talk about room service later. You got a sandwich shop, you got a burger joint. Now, I'm not sure, I can't remember. I know Royal Caribbean do have a burger joint, but I don't think it's good as Carnival's. Carnival's have Guy Burger or whatever it's called. Oh, them hamburgers are so good. So, as far as drinks that you have juice in the morning only. You have a choice. Look at me just smiling all hard on that picture. You have a choice of juice, different, like a cranberry, orange, apple. That's only in the morning. And then, of course, you have your coffee. Tea is unsweetened only. And lemonade. And I think lemonade is it's not a diet lemonade, but it's a low calorie type lemonade. And that's all you get. If you prefer soda, any other type of drink other than tea or lemonade, you have to pay for it. Now, I would suggest buying a pack of bottled water. I think it's something like $4 for a 12 pack, or maybe that's a 24 pack, because the only water they offer is tap water. The water they bring to your table when you're in the dining room is tap water. So I would suggest you buy your bottled water from the Fun Shop before, and I'll talk about a Fun Shop in another video. So I would suggest you buy your water from the Fun Shop before your sale date. If you're like me, you drink alcohol, I would suggest that you buy the alcohol package, and I will again talk about that in another video. This video is just saying what you get, what's included in your cruise package that you don't have to pay additional for once you're on the cruise. Those look refreshing once you're on the cruise. So, okay, so alcohol, okay. Entertainment. So I cannot cover all the entertainment that's on the ship. Also, there is some entertainment, like, for example, it depends on what ship you're on. For example, on one ship they may have a water slide, and they may not have that water slide on another ship. The ship I'm going on in November has a basketball court. And the ship I was on last November did not have a basketball court. So there may be some variances, some differences like that concerning from ship to ship. But on every ship you're going to get, as far as entertainment goes, you're going to get plays pretty much productions. Like I've seen some of the best productions on a cruise. I mean, I've seen some great ones. I saw Michael Jackson review. I saw West Side Story done one time, Grease. I saw these girls, I don't know what the show was called, but they were hanging from an invisible string doing these things. And then they do the different cruise lines, they come up with some original shows also, some plays that they came up with. So if you're into that, you can get that. Of course, you have the dance club, which I love. I turn that sucker out every night. The DJs know me because I love to dance, y'all. You have the comedy clubs. I like to go to the late nights because it's the earlier one is children friendly. The late one, no kids allowed. Close the doors. So I got the comedy club. Last time I was at the comedy club, I saw Thea. Y'all remember Thea? Thea did a show where she had a lot of kids. I can't remember. I think it was named Thea. Black lady, thick black lady. She did a show. I think it was on ABC, a sitcom. But anyway, she's a comedian, and she was on there. Let me tell y'all something. She was so freaking funny. She was so doggone funny. I mean, oh my goodness. So they have people like that at the comedy club. I'm trying to think of the guy's name. I can see him, but I can't think of his name. He's over in Charlotte. But anyway, I've seen a lot of great people at the comedy clubs. Then you have the piano bar, you have bingo, you have game shows like Name That Tune. You have all kinds of crazy things that they're doing out on deck. They even have an adult game shows. Some of them I choose not to go to because they can get pretty, like people taking their bra off and stuff like that, So they have those. And not that I'm beyond that, it's just not my thing, y'all. Let's see. Carnival has what's called a dive-in movie on the Lido deck. So usually before I go on a cruise, I get with one of the cruise directors that's well known. He's on Facebook, and he have all the information. Like he knows what DJ is gonna be on that cruise, and then he'll have a movie list. So I get the movie list, and so you can see all the latest movies. It's storming here, y'all. I thought it was my air conditioning came on, but we had tornado watches earlier, and now it's storming. It kind of, I hope that's water or rain. Anyway, wow, that is some high wind right there. Okay, so let me continue. Y'all, that was some high wind. We had tornado watches earlier. It's that season for us. So anyway, where was I at before I got very distracted by the weather? And I'm not going to re-record this, so y'all roll with me. Let's see. What was I talking about? So the movies. Oh, the dive-in movies. Okay, so I'm talking about whatever movies at the movie theaters or sometime what they play. And you can catch them in your room, which is how I prefer to watch them. But you can also catch them. I mean, this wind is high, y'all. I mean, unless that's rain. I guess I should go look, but I'm too lazy. Anyway, so what was I saying? Okay, and I'm actually recording this at 1:25 a.m. at night, so that's that. Okay, it stopped. So the dive-in movies, which is on one of the pictures, you can see some people sitting out on the Lido deck, and there's the big screen, and that's where they put the movies up on those screens, and people go out there and they set up in the lawn chairs and things. They bring their little blankets and things out and enjoy the movie. It's like a play on words, dive-in movie, drive-in movie, a little play on words there. So people usually enjoy that. I'm sure Royal has one because I was on Royal in November 2016, and of course they have the big screen. I don't know what they call their movies though. Okay, so you can catch some of the movies are free in your room. Some cost $5. Depends on what you're watching. Okay, and you have a sports bar. Now, if you are like me, you love sports, you never have to miss your favorite sport, regardless what season you go. I have watched the Super Bowl on board. I've watched the World Series on board one time. Basketball, if it's basketball season. Look at that wind again. I'm thinking it's water. I'm thinking it's rain. But I'm going to go check. So I have watched, I'm actually getting up, y'all. I'm going to go check. make sure I'm not in a storm, just laying here. But so yeah, so I watch, like the NBA on board. I watch the ACC. So whatever season it is, you can catch those games. I usually like to catch it at this place called the Skybox, because that's what it's called on Carnival. It's rain, yeah. So see, I'm including y'all all in my life as I'm doing this cruise, talking about this cruise thing. So every day in your room, usually in the morning or when your room attendant comes in to clean up when you go out for breakfast. And this is what I love about cruising. You go out, you come back, your room cleaned up, you got fresh towels. Your bed's made, you hop up, you leave your bed unmade, you come back, your bed's made, and you got fresh towels. So usually when you're out, your room attendant comes in to do that. They will leave the papers that gives you your schedule, updates, stuff like that. So you can go on there and pick for what you want to do, kind of schedule your day based on that, on the series of things going on. So, of course, you also have included in your cruise fare, or included in your cruise, is the ability to get on and off the ship at foreign ports, or sometimes ports right there in Florida, like Key West. But usually you're going to, Jamaica and Cozumel, or even Cuba, or wherever. So, the ability to visit other countries is also included in your cruise fare. Now, there is one exception, and I will talk about that in another video. There are certain ports where a visa is required. One I can remember off the top of my head is some places in Cuba, when you go to Cuba, which was recently opened up to us. I remember when I was actually on the cruise when I'm sure they made it before that or during that or sometime, but they made an announcement on the cruise that Cuba was opened up as a, place where you can cruise to. That was a great day when I found that out. But there are some places in Cuba where if you want to go into the country, you have to pay a visa fee. So, and it may be other places, but I'll talk about that in another video. The gym is free. Now in my notes I wrote beside it, who cares? But I'm sure look at me smiling all hard. I wrote who cares, but people do workout, and there are some people who go up on the Lido deck and they walk like the track. They got little track thing up there, because you're eating so much. But to me, it's like you're eating a whole lot, but you're also very active on the cruise if you're anything like me. But the gym is open and free. It's a very nice gym, good gym for those who want to spend a vacation working out. A little shade there. What's not included? Let me just throw out a few things that's not included. Specialty restaurants are not included. Any type of specialty restaurant. Alcohol, soda, bottled water, specialty coffees like a Starbucks type coffee, pictures professionally taken, spa services, room service. It used to be free. Now they charge $5, not $5 just to bring it, but $5 per order. Like if it's two of you in there and both of you ordered some wings, they're gonna charge you $10. Gratuities, which we talked about earlier, and I will talk about more in another video. Wi-Fi is not included in your package. You can get Wi-Fi. I usually just get the social media Wi-Fi, which is like $4 a day. I only get it so that I can keep in touch, so that because they have, I can call by Facebook, call my kids and check on them. That's the only reason why I have it. Other than that, I ain't trying to be on social media. Shore excursions, you have to pay for, of course, shore excursions, and then the casinos and arcades, of course, you got to pay for that. So, though that's it. That's a pretty much an overview of what's included in your cruise. There's so much more. I mean, like I said, under entertainment, I couldn't name it all. There's so much in the entertainment. Like one of my favorite places is to go in the piano bar where this guy's playing the piano, and he's playing. You can request your favorite song, and we all just sitting around that piano just singing in bad tune. It's just I'm sure there's so much. You know, of course, there's pools, there's jacuzzis, um, just so much. Just and y'all look at so going through the pictures. Now, if you see that picture, they got ice cream and beside it. That's that melting chocolate cake. I included that picture because that is my favorite dessert. I get it every single night. And then I showed a little bit of excursions and I showed the fine dining. Now, I prefer dining over buffet. I hate buffets, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. In the morning, I use the dining facility, and for dinner. Now, for lunch, they don't have the dining open. So, usually for lunch, unless it's a sale day, you out into the country. So anyway, so you eating wherever you are, wherever you ported at, and wherever you're visiting, that's probably where you're going to eat. But if it's a sale day and I'm on board, I'm going to eat at Guy's Burger because I just don't like buffet. It bothers me. It just don't seem clean. So that's it. And let me tell y'all the reason why I do these videos. I'm really trying to make my channel about travel and cruising. So I may have to do 2 channels, which I don't want to do because I barely have enough subscribers for one. But I want to separate out my travel and cruising. And why I say travel and cruising, because I do more than just cruise. Cruise is just my favorite, but I do way more travel than cruising. But I want to separate that out from my what I call morning inspirationals or garage chronicles and fireplace chronicles when I'm just talking in general about other stuff other than travel or cruising. And every now and then I may talk about some YouTube stuff. So I want to separate out the two. I need to separate out the two. And do this over here for travel and cruises and do that over somewhere else. So I figured that out how to do that because I want this channel to be focused on, to grow and focus on travel, especially when it's the season when I'm about to do more travels. So anyway, so y'all have a great Monday. It's the beginning of the work week, and God bless you. And how I turn this thing off.